When the world beyond your front door descends into turmoil, your residence undergoes a radical shift. It ceases to be just a place to sleep and becomes your sanctuary, your command center, and your primary defense. Choosing to stay put is about transforming your domestic space into a self-sustaining ecosystem when the outside world stops functioning. I'm Zach, and since 2012, I've been refining the art of survival. Today, I'm showing you the blueprints for a flawless, stay-in-place strategy. Here we focus on the transition from that first emergency chime on your phone to the weeks of uncertainty that follow, the period where the unprepared begin to spiral. This isn't about doomsday fantasies, it's about the concrete steps that keep your loved ones safe. During grid failures, social unrest, or natural catastrophes, let's tackle your most immediate expiration date: hydration. You can endure weeks without a meal, but your body hits a wall after 72 hours without water. The moment a storm warning or a stay-at-home order is issued, you must treat every plumbing fixture as a reservoir. Scrub and fill your tubs, sinks, and every cooking pot in the kitchen. A standard bathtub is essentially a 50-gallon tank, which translates to nearly 2 months of drinking water for a single person. However, don't forget the hidden math of survival. You aren't just drinking, you're rinsing boiling pasta and staying hygienic. While basic guidelines suggest a gallon a day, I always calculate for 2 gallons per person. To ensure my family isn't just surviving but thriving, a word of caution: for when the taps finally start flowing again, do not trust the initial flow. If the city water drops pressure or shuts down, the vacuum can pull dirt and pathogens through cracked underground pipes. When the system restarts, it could be delivering a cocktail of bacteria. You need a dedicated purification system. While heat works if you have a stove, a high-quality gravity filter is a mandatory tool in your kit. I always recommend keeping a Berkey system or iodine tablets on hand. Tablets are incredibly portable and can treat massive quantities of water. Don't forget the ghost water already sitting in your house. Your water heater is a massive storage tank, often holding up to 100 gallons of potable water, accessible via the bottom valve. Your toilet tanks, the back part, not the bowl, hold a couple of gallons each for emergency flushing. Even the liquid trapped in your plumbing lines is a resource. Just shut your main intake, open a faucet on the top floor to break the vacuum, and collect the drainage from the lowest tap. Survival is an intelligence game, and communication is your primary sensor. Connect with trustworthy neighbors. Knowing who has what and who is watching the street creates a protective web that no single household can match. Just remember to be discreet about the depth of your own pantry. Security is the next pillar, because your stockpile is only yours if you can keep it. You have to view your home through the eyes of a prowler, walk your perimeter, and find the weak spots. That loose window latch or the side entrance shrouded in shadows. Secure those gaps immediately. Lock every entrance, pull the shades, and keep a low profile. You aren't pretending to be gone. You're simply not advertising that you have the lights on while the rest of the block is in the dark. Being a beacon in a blackout makes you a magnet for trouble. Whether you choose a baseball bat, high lumen flashlights, or firearms, your defensive tools must be reachable, and you must be trained. If things get dicey, remember that drywall is not armor. Move your family to an interior safe room, a bathroom, or a large closet surrounded by extra walls. Keep your communications, light sources, and defense tools in this hub. If you have a team, rotate shifts so someone is always awake during those chaotic first 72 hours. If you're solo, a simple battery-operated chime or even a loyal dog acts as an early warning system. I know the weight of looking at an empty shelf can be paralyzing. That's why I created a free roadmap for building a 90-day food reserve. On a shoestring budget, my 50 food supply guide outlines the exact brands and the 37 critical items people usually miss, plus storage hacks for tight apartments. You can find the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Fire is the one thing that can destroy your survival plan instantly. Verify your smoke alarms and keep extinguishers on every floor. Remember the PASS method: pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. If you're using candles or camp stoves, the risk of a blaze skyrockets. Also consider locking your outdoor electrical panel so no one can cut your power to lure you outside. If you're running a generator, it stays outside. Period. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer. In terms of the house itself, seal off unused rooms to manage the climate. If there's an airborne threat, use plastic and tape to create a clean room. Use your vertical space wisely, go high for floods, but stay low for better defensive positioning. When it comes to nutrition, keep it simple. Bulk rice and beans are the gold standard. They are shelf-stable for decades and provide a complete protein when paired. Supplement with canned meats, fruits, and peanut butter for calorie density, but don't ignore the mental calories. Coffee, chocolate, and sweets are psychological anchors that keep morale high when things get grim. If you're cooking without a grid, a camping stove is great, but watch the ventilation. A solar oven is a fantastic stealth option because it produces no smoke or scent. In a high-tension situation, smell less. Cooking or eating cold meals keeps you from broadcasting your dinner to the hungry neighborhood. Sanitation is a life or death issue, often ignored until it's too late. If you have water, you can bucket flush a toilet with 15 gallons. If the sewers are down, a 5-gallon bucket with a trash liner, and some sawdust or kitty litter becomes your new bathroom. For the long haul, a 2-foot deep latrine located far from any water source is your best bet. Information is your lifeline, so keep a hand crank radio ready. Don't bet your life on a smartphone that relies on a crumbling cellular network. And remember your pets, they need their own water and food rations. If it's too dangerous to take the dog out, have a designated indoor spot with puppy pads ready to go. To manage the elements, think in layers. In winter, huddle in a small room and use blankets to trap body heat. In summer, stay low where the air is cooler and keep activity to a minimum. Ensure your medical kit is stocked with more than just band-aids. You need digestive meds, painkillers, and a deep supply of your daily prescriptions. Ultimately, bugging in is about the inches, not the miles. Most events are over in a week, but prepping for 30 or 90 days gives you the ultimate peace of mind. Test your systems now. Have a blackout weekend where you kill the power and live off your stores. You'll find the holes in your plan real fast. True readiness isn't about the person with the most gadgets. It's about the person who keeps their head when the world loses theirs. Start small today. Grab an extra case of water or a few extra cans of soup. If this guide gave you some clarity, give that like button a tap and let me know your biggest hurdle in the comments. Subscribe for more field-tested advice. Keep your cool and stay ready. You've got this.